Um, to start with, just really, really proud of our players, just the way they fight, the way they stay together through adversity, through thick and thin. They're resilient about the way we play. Obviously, they're trying to give their coach a heart attack, but the drama part of it, I just love to see the way they react to each other, the way they continue to keep playing for 60 minutes. That's always been a staple of our program. But as you can tell, just finding ways to win and to see guys step up and make big plays and continue to just battle. We didn't start the game really, either side didn't start the game the way we wanted to. We spot them 10 points right there. And then, guys don't get down. They don't shrug. They just continue to keep battling and just keep chipping away at it. And you got to love the mentality that they bring to the table each and every week. So extremely proud of them. SMU's got a great football team. I think Coach Dice does an unbelievable job with them. They're very talented. And Shane Buechele, to me, is one of the top quarterbacks in the league, if not in the country. So I love that we were able to do some good things tonight, get some pressure on him, did a good job in coverage, but he's hard to contain. But, after the first quarter, I thought our defense played lights out, and just, again, can't say enough about those guys and what they do down in that locker room.
You guys get pretty good at that coming back thing. How much, I guess, does the confidence of doing that over and over again kind of build? And it seemed to me like it would have been easy to hang your head some tonight, and obviously they didn't.
I don't think our team's built that way. I think our team is built to just continue to keep battling. They give us 60 minutes to play. Our guys are going to play 60 full dang minutes. So that's as clean as I can make it for TV. And I'm proud of that, right? And do we want to have to do this every week? No. But our guys know that we can come back. We've proved it multiple times. And now we just got to continue to keep getting better, keep sharpening off of each other, and, maybe try to get a better start to a couple of these.
You can't do it unless you've got a defense capable of that. And SMU averages 40 a game and to shut them out in the second half. Just how much confidence does that give the entire team when, they know that, hey, our defense is going to start getting stops. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and I think it works both ways a little bit too. I think we are confident in each other, and obviously our defense has played lights out all year long, and we'll continue to do that. But we know they're going to get stops. They're going to make big plays. They're going to get turnovers. Those things are going to happen. They believe that they're going to make those things happen, and they go out and make it work. And then I think on the other side of it, offensively, at some point, I think the defense looks around and says, hey, y'all got to come on, but know that they can and will, and just continue to keep believing in each other. And, we get behind, and we just continue to keep chipping away at it. And, that's a mark of a good team, and we've got to continue to keep growing.
Celebration out there, well-deserved. You guys are enjoying it out there too. Is it sweet? I talked to Zach about it. Is it sweeter, with these postponements? Obviously that's not going through your mind when you celebrate there, but it's a kind of a build-up of, hey, this game got postponed, this game got postponed. Crazy comeback again, and then just to, I guess, speak to how close this team is and how much fun you guys are having, especially with these types of wins.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big parts of this team. And we've had other teams that were like this too, but this team, they believe in each other. The type of togetherness that we have here on this football team with all the things that we've been through, the virus and all the other things that have started. This is just a really close football team and continue to get closer. And they believe in each other, and they're going to fight for each other, and they know each other's got their back. And that's such a huge part of the way a season goes. And it's I wish you could put your finger on it and say, well, if I do this every time, it will always end up this way. And it's not like that. Every team is different. The pulse of it is different. But the way these guys have come together has been phenomenal.
You talked about the game that Zach had, especially after the start with the interception and the fumble and how he bounced back.
Yeah, the good thing about Zach is he does bounce back. And, He doesn't let things weigh heavy on him. He's resilient. He's confident. He knows what he can do, and it's just about getting into that rhythm. And I'm not trying to make excuses for either side. You know, we didn't start the way we wanted to, but some of that goes back to just the speed of the game and just the timing and all of that. You're trying to replicate that in practice, but it's not the same. And you saw, you know, we weren't taking great angles early defensively. And then all of a sudden we got used to the speed of it again, and our angles adjusted, and those 5-yard runs turned into 2-yard runs, and we're making good tackles. And then offensively, kind of the same thing. Just, you know, getting back and knocking some rust off and getting to the speed of the game and finding our timing, and guys just keep battling to do that.
Zach took a big hit. What was your angle at that? Did there deserve to be, you know, targeting? I mean, what was your thought on that?
You know, I thought the officials did a pretty good job of managing the game tonight. You know, there's always going to be some calls in there that you're going to agree with and not agree with. So, you know, I thought it was a big hit, and might have could have gone either way.
Going off of flags, Zaven gets a flag, but in situations like that for celebration, is that a flag that the way this season's gone for you guys, you're very happy to take that for what he's been able to do for you guys on defense?
Yeah, I was just fine with it. There's not many of those that I'm just fine with, but, you know, at that point in that stage of the game, I don't even know what he did, but I just saw the rags come out, and I think there was a plethora of rags come out. So I don't know, but it was worth it at that point.
And talking about the resilience, obviously the 21-0 lead, but then when Zach gets popped and you're second and long because you get a holding penalty, and then you come back, looks like you're gonna get a touchdown, you get stopped, and then you kept after it. You finally get another touchdown, you get down to 10, and then you keep going back. Talk about the resilience of your team after so many times getting turned back and so many things happening to you.
Yeah, you know, really down there, I mean, the second half, the first drive of the second half was a huge drive for us. But, you know, we come away with that without any points. Now, the flip side of it is I think that drive set the tone for the rest of the half, because I thought our line started really coming off the football. We started getting some movement, started doing some good things. Backs got involved. We hit some good throws in there. You know, we just didn't finish it, and we should have on the third down. You know, we should have finished it right there on the third down and got the touchdown. But, you know, at that point, our guys just felt the momentum starting to move and starting to change, and then it was just, let's get back on the field, get us the football back, and let's go down and get points and just, you know, chip away at it. And that's kind of what we talked about the whole game. Quit looking at the scoreboard. Forget about that. Let's go get 7. Let's look up at that point. Then we'll go get another one. And we had plenty of time, so let's go get it done.
How much in the past year has your team turned a corner and staying disciplined, and when you're down 21-0, not freaking out and not caving into that sort of pressure?
Well, I think it helped, obviously, you know, at the Central Florida game. You know, obviously they're a very, very talented team. You're on the road. We went down early and then just fought our way back. I think when you do it and you see it get done and you know that you can do it, I think that helps the confidence and the level-headedness of our team to continue to understand, hey, we've been here before. We know what to do. We know how to do it. Now we just got to go out and execute and get it done.
Can I ask about the bad stuff?
Sir?
The bad stuff, the penalties a little bit there in the first half, and some mistakes there that, you know, kind of maybe kill a little bit of momentum. Can you diagnose that, or is that just kind of flow of the game, or what's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, we've got to clean some of those things up. Some of that's a little bit of rust. You know, they're doing a lot of shifting and things up front. You know, we just got to be more disciplined in those areas, and we'll do a better job of that. You know, tonight was one of those nights, but even with all of that, just finding a way to come back and win.
It's late November, and you guys still haven't lost a conference game, so everything's still out in front of you. Just how much juice does that give a team, you know, at this stage?
Yeah, you know, I think you got to remember this team's been through a lot, you know, and we got a lot of good leadership on this football team. That being said, we put ourselves in the driver's seat tonight to be able to accomplish all the goals that we want. You know, everything's still out in front of us. We got opportunities to handle that. We still got to take it one game at a time. I think this team has done a good job of that, not looking into the future, but understanding, hey, this game puts you in the driver's seat for this. The next game's going to put you in the driver's seat for that. And we can't have letdowns when it comes to that part of it. So, you know, enjoy every time that we get to step out on the field. We've been through that part. It's been taken away from us. But we got to enjoy every one of them. We got to continue to get better. We're not where we need to be. I think our ceiling is still way up there. But like you said, we're in mid-November, and we've only played 5 games. So that team right there has played 8, now 9. So we've still got a lot of growing to do as a team, and now we got a short week to get prepared for Tulane, who always plays tough, who's got a very talented D-line. I think Willie does a heck of a job as their head coach. I know they'll be prepared, and it's always been a battle every time we played them.
Anything else, Coach? Thoughts on Coach G's DFO? Just tell me a little bit about how this came about.
Coach G's DFO?
Don't freak out. Yeah, don't freak out. Don't freak out. I'm saying, like,
That's been a saying we've had for a while, you know, and you know I think that just goes back to who we are. You know, there may be sudden change either side of the ball. Don't freak out. Might be a turnover. Don't freak out. You know, it's about the highs and lows and the ebbs and flows of a game. You can go so caught up in that you lose focus and you lose your intensity and you lose what's going on. And I think our team, because of our leadership, has done a good job of staying locked in on those things.
Just one last question. You've talked about the resilience and coming back and that sort of thing, but how proud are you of the team? Like, this is maybe unparalleled, maybe it's never happened before in college football, where one team's played 8 games and the others played 4. Like, they were dealing with something that's just super unique.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it kind of showed at the start of the game to overcome that. And it seems like they just aren't excuse makers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How gratifying is that?
It is gratifying, and it shows the maturity of our football team. You know, be easy to stand up here and make excuses about this and that. We can say, poor, pitiful me, I ain't got to play all the games that I wanted to play. But our team just continues to keep battling together, you know, and growing together. And, you know, I give a lot of that tribute to our players, but I also have to give some of that to our coaches. And I've got a great staff. I'm blessed to have them. They do a unbelievable job. And, you know, it's been a different year with a lot of different trials and tribulations to it, and our staff and our players have done a good job of continuing to stay together. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.